All right. All right. All right. We're back, lads. Three lads are back. Nah, I'm excited. We're back. We're finally back. We've been long gone. It's been a 2-week hiatus, but we are back. And what better time to be back? You know what I mean? Well, not obviously, maybe not for me, but for you rival fans, feast up, eat it, enjoy it, drink it in, as Martin Taylor once said. So let's get into it, lads. Three lads are back in town. But look, before we get into the city stuff, because I know you're eager for it, let's ease into it, all right? Let's ease into it, all right? Before we like jump ship, you know what I mean? Because I know like you're very eager to get into it, but I feel like it's the main course and a much better way to feast on something than having it at the end of the meal. You know what I mean? So, we'll start off with dessert and sorry, entrees and go straight on to Liverpool. How about that? You know what I mean?
Entree.
Yeah, entree. It's nice, you know. It's
Top
a good
of the table.
appetizer.
In the Premier League, top of the table. In the Champions League, top of the table. Brother.
Like I said, good appetizer.
I'm looking at you. I'm looking at the camera right now. Looking straight at you.
Me?
Right.
You're looking at me.
Yeah. Look, it's been great. Absolutely great start to the season. All in all, like this week's just been like every other week, besides one game, really. Just been rolling. Honestly, couldn't have asked for more. How could you ask for more? Top of the two biggest competitions that you're in. So doing really well. Liverpool versus Brighton. Look, Brighton are a decent team. Not a decent team. They're a very good team, actually. They're going to take lots of points from teams this year, and good ones as well. But we ended up rolling them. Yeah, they just started really well, Brighton, in the game. Definitely the stronger of the sides. Went in 1-0 up. And second half just blitzed them. 2 goals in 2 minutes, I believe it was. So yeah, good result. But the main game that I want to talk about is the Liverpool never losing Anfield Champions League under the lights. Xabi Alonso got dusted. It won't be the only Spanish coach this year that only dusts. He's got another bald one coming up soon, so I'm looking forward to that. And yeah, done Leverkusen 4-0. They lost 2 games in, I think, the last year and a half, something. Ever since Jordan Henderson last played for Liverpool, so it's a fairly long time ago. They lost 2 games. Yeah. Did you lads watch it at all?
I was gonna say I didn't watch the Liverpool game, like the full game, but I just seen the highlights. Yeah, no, look, to be honest, they were like at the first half, didn't look even, but it looks like they were holding their shit together. You know what I mean? And then similar thing happened, like you said, with the Brighton game. You just switched it up in the second half. I think it was around it was pretty late too. It wasn't. It was around the 50th or 60th minute that you scored your first goal. So
but yeah, no, 56th minute, the Gakpo cross.
Yeah.
It was a cross and it went in. Look, I didn't really talk about the goals actually. I'll talk about the goals actually because I do want to bring up the Brighton goals. Gakpo just putting the ball in there. Shit can happen. Yeah. You can precisely try and aim a shot and score a cracker, and then sometimes you can literally just try and whip it across. Keeper thinks Darwin's going to header it. I don't know if Darwin went to header it or I don't know. Whether or not he just missed the ball, that would probably be very Darwin-esque, to be honest. Or if he, could see where the keeper was and knew if I don't touch this is probably going in. But yeah, that goal kicked it off. Props to the Anfield crowd as well. Last couple of games, they've been very active, but the last 2 games in particular, like the Brighton game was the loudest I've heard Anfield in a long time. And like to say like, Liverpool versus Brighton, like what is it? Maybe 9th game in the Premier League or something. Is it?
Yeah.
Are we up to like
It's 10 now. We're up to 11.
Match week 10. Oh, then
We're
so
up to
like
11.
10 games into the Premier League. Like there's really not much like to fight for, but like I think
Just over a quarter of the season.
I think maybe the fans have seen the Arsenal drop points, City behind, and I think we'll kind of like. I think the crowd was like, we can give them the lift they need, and not saying we've won anything yet. I'm confident if we keep playing the way we will, but I haven't won anything yet. But it's still good to get a good lead. Yeah, not as much of a big lead on City, but a good lead on Arsenal because they're a good team, but they're 7 points behind now, 10 games in. So they've pretty much when they come to Anfield, they have to come and beat us, and I don't see them doing that. The way we're playing, the way they're playing, especially the way they're playing. But yeah, so props to Anfield, and it's good atmosphere. In the Bayer Leverkusen game was the same as well. Second half just rolled out. It just looked like a completely different team. Curtis Jones with a beautiful through ball. And yeah, we rolled them. Lewis Diaz getting the hat trick.
Lewis Diaz, hat trick, yeah.
Only
Good touch for the second goal.
The Salah goal in the Brighton game, man. I was watching the game live at like 3 a.m. in the morning. And then I see Salah getting it, and I'm like, just cut in and shoot. Like that's what I had in my head exactly. What I wanted him to do when I was watching him was exactly what he done, and then just the hit, and then just when that ball hit, I was just up 3 a.m. Yes, waking up half the house. Yeah, good times. But the Leverkusen game, yeah, rolled them again. Got Real Madrid next in the Champions League. Bring him on.
You got Real Madrid next.
In the Champions League, yeah.
They look terrible as well.
Yeah, bro.
I'm about to say they dropped.
Mbappe doing nothing.
Mbappe, Jude. It's great for me at the moment because, especially with
Are you gonna finally get your revenge
going on around there.
Ramos isn't there anymore.
Well, yeah, it wasn't Ramos last year or the year before. 2 years ago, was it?
No, it wasn't Ramos in the final.
Either. No Carvajal either. Big loss. He always plays good against us, Carvajal.
No, he always shows up in Champions League in general. I believe he always shows up. Like he plays well against us every time we verse him. Like for a 30 plus, he's like 30 plus years old, defender, and turning up against the fastest and paciest wingers.
He's a very intelligent defender, man. Very intelligent.
No, very, very. Like you can tell, he plays definitely with his mind for sure. So props to him. But no, no. Look, Real Madrid, like Sol said, Real Madrid aren't the same Real Madrid as we knew. To be honest, I got bamboozled by them 100%. Like I saw their signings at the start of the season, and I was thinking, man, Flores is cooking. But to be honest, yeah, they haven't showed me anything that's like, wow, next level, considering who they've got, you know what I mean, and who they signed.
To be honest, man, like we've seen it before. We've seen it before, especially PSG. Yeah.
Yeah, well,
Messi,
PSG, yeah.
Neymar.
But they're not doing. They're still doing okay. They're not doing too bad. I think they're still. I think they might be coming.
Mbappe's doing nothing.
Yeah,
he's not doing anything.
Mbappe's doing nothing.
That's why you should have watched that breakdown that Thierry did. Thierry did. It was fucking funny as. It was just pointing out how he's standing there, not making any runs behind.
I think Real Madrid. We're full getting off topic here, but we'll just go with it because it's a podcast. But I think the loss of Toni Kroos has drastically affected that team because he was probably like the senior guy in the middle of the park, controlling the tempo of the game, working teams. He might not have always been the guy who assisted the goal or anything like that, but he was just controlling the game, telling people where to go. Old head, been at the game for years, played with superstars his whole life, knows how to deal with them.
Like you're guaranteed at least a 6 out of him every time, at least. Like
Tony Cruz,
you know what I mean?
And that's
overall.
That's his actual performance, but his leadership. Like if you watch,
I'm not even saying that's a bad thing. You know,
constantly, and he's just telling people where to go, what to do. He's a very smart footballer.
Look,
I think that's the big.
I got, like I said,
as well that no one's actually been talking about.
Yeah, no, 100%. Like I said, I got bamboozled, 100%. Like I thought, I was like, wow, they got strong signings. They only look like, they got some youngsters as well, like that, like what's his name, that shit talker from Brazil, Edric as well. A few other players. So I just thought, but surprisingly, Barcelona's doing well, and props to them. Hansi Flickball and that. But look, speaking about
Rafinha,
Rafinha and that. But speaking of leadership and stuff, we got a new leader at the helm.
We do.
Yeah, and it's at the red side of Manchester. So take it away, Smiley.
Smiley?
Yeah, most have seen you smile all season.
I'm not even smiling.
I don't know.
Might have been smiling yesterday after the result. But that's their team, not my team. It was just good to see. But yeah, it's shit. We haven't talked since Ten Hag's been sacked. So yeah, just quick recap. Lost to West Ham, got sacked straight away within less than a week. We were appointed Ruben Amorim from Sporting. Within the next week, Sporting plays City, as we can tell from yesterday's result. And yeah, it was a good introduction to the fans. But like I said, it's their team, not ours. He's still got to come duplicate that with my team. But yes, we have appointed Sporting head coach Ruben Amorim. I think that's how you say it properly. Don't really know much about him, except for yesterday. But he plays 3-4-2-1? Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's how it is. 3-4-2. Yeah. I don't know how it's going to work. Who's going to be playing there? Probably, like we were saying yesterday, will be probably Martinez on the left, De Ligt in the middle, or Harry Maguire, and Lenny Euro or Lindelof. Could even play Mazarawi there. Yes, go.
Yeah, what were you saying? Sorry, Mazarawi and who?
I was just saying that's just could play centre back as well, or I don't know how he's going to play it, but I'd definitely have Mazarawi on the right wing. To the right wing, yeah, for where he's been playing very well for us this season, except for obviously the Liverpool game, but he's probably been our best player all season. So hopefully he fits into this new system. Agate's been there at Sporting 2 years ago, so he knows the new manager. Obviously, he'll probably fit into the midfield with either Casemiro or Kobe Manu. And the main question is, who's going to be the two attacking midfielders? I think how he plays them. Obviously, one of them is probably going to be Bruno, and it's either going to be.
You think he's going to carbon copy, do exactly what he does with?
I think he is. I reckon he's going to come in and do 3-4-2-1.
I reckon. I think. I know. I've said this to you the other day. I reckon 3 at the back in the Premier League, week in, week out. I don't know. Haven't really
they could switch it up, but I think Conte. At first he's going to come in and bring the 3-4-2-1 in until he finds out. Obviously, how these players play in this system, or who we can get the best out of. So yeah, it's just going to be a long process again. Probably more money spent. Obviously, looking at the striker from Sporting straight away. It's funny because we bought 2 strikers in 2 years, so it's probably going to have to get another one. Probably get rid of one as well. I reckon probably.
So who'd you get rid of? You can't get rid of Xerxes because you just signed him.
I reckon they will, at the end
That's
of the year.
insane.
If it doesn't work in his system.
Yeah.
Or he could even play him behind him.
If I was to pick Hoyland or Xerxes, I'd definitely be keeping Hoyland. He definitely.
I'm
shows
keeping
more.
Hoyland as well.
He's got more.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a bit of an interesting one. I'm not gonna lie.
I wish him nothing but bad luck.
Yeah, as Bernardo said, I wish him nothing but bad luck. But no,
we
look,
did see this.
jokes aside, he's a
carbon
good
copy of the
manager.
Ten Hag signing. Well, like I was saying,
And I'm not even saying that because he dusted us 4-1 or whatever. Like, because a few seasons ago we beat them 5-0 or whatever. Blah blah blah. So like results don't mean shit at the end of the day. But like I think I told you off camera. I think we were talking about him when the news first arrived. I think I even said to you, City were looking at him. They weren't linked with him, but they were just looking at him when the news came out that Pep was going to sign or not. You know what I mean? So if Man City were looking at him, it's not like he's a bad manager. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? So he's definitely got something there that works for him. And he's brought Sporting to, like, before that league, I'm pretty sure Portugal used to be like
25 years.
Yeah, it used to be like Porto and Benfica, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. So now, like, he's definitely like can bring a team out of a rut, which he did with Sporting. I'm not saying he might, like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not saying he's at the same level, but it's, who knows? I feel like he needs the players. I don't think he's going to do the same. I don't think he's going to do the carbon copy tactics unless he gets the players he needs, you know what I mean? In the positions. Like you said, he'll have to figure out how the players play, blah, 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 like how the chemistry works, how the system works. And then I feel like then he'll start implementing his style, you know what I mean? But
I feel we sort of do have enough players to implement it, especially the centre backs. We've got at least 6 centre backs that he can play 3 at the back. You got Mazarawi and Delo that can play the wing backs. Like I said, Agate and Kobe Manu in the mid, or even Casemiro. And then, it's just the centre attacking mids that he plays is probably going to be Rashford and Bruno. So a wing is going to get left out because we're obviously adding another centre back in. But the way Garnacho is playing, I think he needs to be left out. Actually, Garnacho, fuck me. The last 2-3 games, this guy has been fucking doing my head in, just smashing the ball all the time, bad decision making, overhitting passes, underhitting passes. He's playing bad the last 2-3 games. And he's been staying on, which has been annoying. And they've been taking Rashford off. But today we beat, what is it? I don't even know who is it. Paco or whatever it is.
Just call him Pac
from Greece.
Paco.
But yeah, we ended up 2-0. Ahmed Diallo. He needs to play a bit more, especially on the right wing. Oh, see?
What's his actual position?
He's a cam. When we bought him, he was a cam. You could probably put him and Bruno in the 2 attacking roles. Could work. Actually, I didn't think of that. He is very good on the ball as well.
I was gonna say, I mean, I haven't watched heaps of your game, but when I do see him play or
what he's played, always attacking. He's our best player every time he plays. Always attacking.
I wouldn't say bad, but he's definitely on the ball. Like, he's not afraid to be on the ball. You know what I mean? He's
direct.
Like, he's
very direct.
Yeah, very direct as well.
Decision making is good. That's what's been lacking with us. We're not creating enough chances or wasting a lot of chances, especially against Chelsea, who we drew with
Mhm.
on the weekend. Could have easily won that game. Right at the end, I think we had 3 or 4 chances. But yeah, we're just not taking them at the moment. Hopefully that changes with the new manager. Especially the way they were attacking you guys yesterday.
Well, that's what I was about to say. What Nick's saying there down the bottom, that's exactly how they played pretty much. They were cooking the fuck out of our whoever like was playing right back and left back at the time.
So I mean, the
like
wingers
poor Guardiola, man.
Depends.
Guardiola and Rico Lewis were having a rough time.
Oh, yesterday?
Oh, the ball did on Wednesday, but yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
it was Wednesday. Yeah, that was different.
Your game was yesterday. Your game
our
was
game was today. No, there was
Yeah,
different
it's
games, Champions League games yesterday. I forgot.
yeah, Arsenal was yesterday.
That's
Arsenal, huh?
But yeah, new start again. Just gotta hope this one works out a bit better. Yeah, thanks Ten Hag for the 2 trophies, but like I said, I gave you 10 games, didn't live up to it, but you didn't even get to the 10 games with board. 10 games, Ten Hag didn't even get to 10 games, and the board sacked him. So
you see last year when I was telling you just need to sack him, and you're like, nah, fuck. See, if you listened to me then.
Yeah, but we had injuries.
You
I just
wouldn't have
thought
had to endure it. You
we
wouldn't have
could
had
have
to
played better.
endure
And then they
7
came back.
months. The next
We somehow freaked the result against Man City, thinking, oh yeah, this is how we're supposed to be playing. And then come into this new season and absolutely play shit, especially with all his new signings. So yeah, time was up.
Yeah, that's the thing. He's just spent like a lot of money. Like I personally, from like I said to you, from what I've read out there, is that he's not going to go back to Sporting for players, and B, that unless you sell players, you don't really have a whole lot of money. Hence the whole getting rid of Fergie's contract over £2 million. Like shit.
Yeah, like I said, we had like we were supposed to
just cost you
spend
like
100 mil last
nearly
transfer.
30 million, and you just spent 30 million on getting rid of a manager. You just spent 30 million on getting rid of a manager and buying one.
Yeah, but I don't really care with the FFP. Like I said, I think at the start of the transfer window, we were only supposed to have 100 mil to spend, and somehow bought 2 centre backs for 70. Actually, I think we only did spend about 100.
No, you spent more because you bought Ugarte.
Yes. But we did sell people for him. McTominay, I'm pretty sure it was.
Yeah, he's probably did
around that. So it is the buying and selling. We probably are. We did sell 18 players and only buy.
Don't forget, he didn't make Champions League this year. That's a massive hit. Like that's a big.
But we still got a lot of money.
Yeah, I know you have a lot of money, but like, look at City. They're the richest club in the world, arguably, and they're going to court for potentially breaking FFP rules. Doesn't matter how much money the club has. It's about the ingoings, the outgoings,
about sponsors and competition.
Being able to spend a certain percentage of that, and then that includes stuff like making.
Yeah, we probably will only have like 100 mil to spend, so he's probably only going to be able to sell before he can buy.
Yeah, but he probably will sell. Yeah. Look, I think he's.
I think Bruno will be the first out the door. Hopefully,
I don't reckon. I reckon Bruno will crack on. I reckon Bruno will go off with him. But Portuguese.
I'd hope so, but we can't be winning shit.
Bruno, a few years ago, man, he was like, he's got it in him. He's got the quality in him. He's just had a donkey leading him, arguably. You know what I mean? Like, I don't really think there was too many people saying bad things about Bruno when Ollie was manager. As soon as this guy's come in, the last 2 years, it's Bruno's shit.
Yeah,
like, this guy got rid of Cristiano Ronaldo. Man.
Nah, you know.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, he got rid of Cristiano Ronaldo. He said he was the problem. Like, I know he was old, but that guy still would have scored 30 goals a year for you, pretty much.
Now, you know what? Bruno might put up like stinkers and like for the eye test as well. They're absolute stinkers, but I got to give him one thing. As much as he puts out stinkers week in, week out, he's always on this like score sheet, whether it be a goal or assist. You know what I mean? Like, so, like you said, there is something there. It's just you can't be putting out
He needs
stinkers
more
as well.
control. He
Exactly,
needs more
exactly.
control. Just needs to
Yeah,
calm down a bit.
Exactly. Like you said, I think a few weeks ago, I remember you were fuming at him because all you were doing was just like these stupid,
Hitting
like
the ball up all the fucking time.
hopeful
Rush
balls. You know what I mean? Yeah, like you said, he was
I think
rushing them.
yeah.
Hmm.
But yeah, I reckon AMORIM. This is just my personal opinion, and I think he needs to be a bit more cutthroat in terms of getting rid of some of the people who have been around at United for a few years and who just haven't really, done anything to improve their situation.
I just feel like if he
yeah,
starts
it's got-
Not
winning,
many people we can get rid of. We got rid of like 18 people last season, last transfer.
You did actually, now thinking about it, you did get rid of the players that were there. But if Rashford doesn't pull his finger out in the next 3 or 6 months,
Yeah, we can easily get rid of Rashford and Bruno.
Yeah,
Probably even
and he's need a
Casemiro. We haven't really got many people to sell, eh? That would be profit anyway, or big, except for Bruno and Rashford.
Look, it'll be
Maybe
interesting.
Garnacho, but I don't think we'll get rid of
definitely
him.
don't expect it to be worse than you are or on the same level. There'll definitely be an improvement, surely. A lot of top clubs looked at this guy. We looked at him. So Manchester City looked at him. He's obviously, a decent coach, but like I've said, many a decent coach have gone to Manchester United and failed. So it'll be interesting.
Yeah, but this. Did you talk about your game this week, or we're just going to wait for the predictions?
we might as well just wait for the predictions.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think we brushed over the Liverpool. Well, the Liverpool game for this week. Who have you got this week? I think there's someone big, isn't it? Is it Spurs? You got
Villa.
Villa. There we go. Yeah, that's right. Villa.
I got Aston Villa,
big game. Yeah, we'll brush over when we go through the predictions quickly.
Yeah.
But yeah,
so we don't have to track back.
New start,
new beginning, new chapter for United.
Hope we play well.
And City in the mud.
Well, time to come out of my mud bath. I'm more fresh. I'm more clean.
Really, it's only been one loss in the Premier League, so it's not.
Yeah, look, I don't know. Look,
bad.
I could look. How about this? You can go first, or should I start? And then you can then put in your 2 cents.
I sort of did my digging while I was talking about Sporting. So he's lost to Spurs, which really, I didn't really care because that's the Carabao.
Is that all? I was expecting way worse from you. It's like the way you're carrying on for when Sporting won that game. I thought you were a Sporting fan. Jesus Christ.
I could have put more cherries in the chat, but I didn't.
Yeah, sure, the cherries in the chat as well.
That was really, really bittersweet.
You're on some hater stuff.
Because it was so good. It was so good to see City get beat 4-1. But it's by the guy who's just about to go become the Man United coach. So I was like,
it's a.
I kind of.
Would that be irony?
Honestly,
that'd be irony, wouldn't
it? I just wanted. I wanted Pep to dust him. I wanted Pep to hit him 6-0. Yeah, City's in the bin. City's in the bin.
This guy, of course, he shows up in the City.
Look, Jacob's going to be easy on you. I don't know how much it sense, but.
Yeah, go for it. That's what I said. I was surprised Jacob was going easy on me.
Not the same team without Rodri. Not the same team. And like I said, if we can keep up our form, we'll get you.
Yeah, you just need to kick on while they're in the mud at the moment.
I agree to extent what you're saying, but I'm going to tell you why that's a big cap as well. That we're not completely. Yes, we're not exactly the same without Rodri because, like I said, how much I love Rodri. Rodri is when how much times have I said who's the best player in our team? Not Haaland, it's not De Bruyne, it's Rodri. I've always said it since day dot, even before this. You know what I mean? Even before the treble, I was saying Rodri, because I could see the importance of this man. But you got to remember, you got to see how much injuries we have in these past few weeks. It's not just Kevin De Bruyne, Rodri. It's literally our whole back line. It's literally our whole back line that's injured as well. I'm pretty sure last time Hughes had like similar injuries as well. Hughes came 5th, and didn't you come? What you come last
8th.
season? So 8th or 10th or whatever it
Yeah,
was.
but we had 22 different centre
Yeah,
back
well, that's
pairings
what I'm
in
saying.
38 games.
Yeah, well, that's what I
Different
mean. Like
manager.
I mean,
Not
if you
Pep.
looked at the, if you looked at our, if you looked at our starting 11, Pep was playing players that those made up players that you get in the academy. Like he had players like that. So his name was Samson Pusey and stuff. Like fair play to that. He actually played really good. He actually played really good. Fair play to him.
Football manager,
Yeah,
youth scout.
Yeah, you full has the
Bot
name and
players.
everything, like Samson Pusey. Like when I saw that, I was like, is that a typo? That's not on our team. And then I looked it up. It was like some 17-year-old. But fair play. He actually played okay. It was actually our other defenders that played horrible. But look, I'll get into the game. So I know Sol brushed up into it a little bit, but we'll start off with Brighton and then work our way into the Sporting game, because there were 2 different games in my opinion. One, how we lost, I should say.
Bournemouth.
I feel like the Bournemouth game was more in our hands compared to the Lisbon game. The Lisbon game, I just feel like it was in the heat of, like, it was like literally, bro. I remember it was halftime, it was 1-1. I went to chuck a piss. I come back and they were 2-1 up, and they were about to get a penalty to go 3-1 up. I was like, what the fuck? Like, you know what I mean? So it was just like a heat of the moment thing. Whereas the Brighton game, I honestly felt like that Brighton game, we sold that game hard, man.
Bournemouth.
Like Brighton were, Bournemouth. Thank you. I'm saying Brighton because we're versing them this week, so I got them in my head. But yeah, thank you. The Cherries, no, bro, they showed up. That their winger,
He didn't even make team of the week. I thought I'd tell you.
Oh, no way he didn't.
No.
He should have. What's his name? I think I can't remember his name. It's like Semedo or something. I could be wrong though, but bro, he had a world class, bro. Semenyo, yeah, bro. He had a world class of a game. I'm telling you, when he was running through our defense, and I'm not exaggerating, he was running through our defense. Like no one, like there was, like I don't know. Go watch the highlights if you. Bro, go watch the highlights if he's getting. Yeah, there was times where you'd see him, right? And he kicked, like you'd see him, he'd kick the ball in front of him a bit too far, right? And you're thinking, all right, Kyle Walker's got him, or whoever, Rico Lewis has got him, they're gonna dust him. Bro, he'd brush both of them off just because of his sheer strength. And I'm not even like both of them would be on the floor. There was an opportunity, like he got on one-on-one with a goal, literally just by running and brushing people off. Like you saw players like behind him. There was like 2 or 3 players on the floor behind him, and then Edison had to make a one-on-one save. He was playing immense. And to be fair, the whole Bournemouth team was playing really good. We decided to show up in the 80th minute. That's when we decided to play. And who was saying that, just at the end of the day, just cross it in, like you don't have to shoot, or what? Who was saying that? Was that you?
Yeah.
So yeah. Sorry, you, Jojo, bro. That was what pissed me off. All game we were trying to do that, didn't work. We did one little simple cross. Gundogan puts it in, boom. Guardiola headers it. Simple, easy goal. Gets us straight back into it. Not sure why we didn't play like that.
You just don't cross enough. You just pass side to
bro,
side.
We never cross. We never cross.
Especially with Haaland in the fucking box.
Oh
like,
my
God. Don't cross enough.
Preach. I'm telling you right now, it's so frustrating. Like Pep, I don't know. Like it seems, especially now, like we've got. Not even that. We've got these two wingers that are crazy. They always put like crosses into the ball or getting good positions. But Pep decides, nah, I want you to cut it back to the, to Kovacic or whoever's in the 6-yard box. You know what I mean? It's really frustrating to see sometimes. But at the end of the day, like, I'm not going to say, oh, Pep's in the wrong or whatever. But it's just like, just switch it up sometimes. If you know it's not going to work, just switch it up. Like you said, like, cross it. You know what I mean? Like, why don't we cross? We've got players that can.
Look. You've just won 4 in a row from not crossing. So no team's done that. You know what I mean? So I think he's probably thinking.
I don't know. That first season with Haaland, Kevin De Bruyne was doing some crazy crosses into that box.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, but it wasn't every game though. That, to be fair, but he was just.
It was quite common for him actually.
Bro,
just
that first season.
Nah, you know what it was? It wasn't just crosses.
No, the winger would go back, and then Kevin would just drift over there. They'd pass it back to him, and like first time just whips into the box, back post, Haaland tap.
No, you know what?
Tap,
it wasn't.
Haaland tap.
you know what? It wasn't even like you said. It wasn't even crosses in that first season. It was.
It's like
I think I saw a
passes,
meme
like-
that deciphered the like that relationship between them. And when they first started, it was a picture of Kevin De Bruyne kicking the ball, and it had the caption over. It was like, "Fuck it, Haaland's in there somewhere." You know what I mean? And he's like in the midway, yeah. Because throughout that whole season, like like you said, it was a lot of times where you'd see him, he'd look up if he see Haaland make the run, and like De Bruyne 8 out of 10 times would put a ball perfectly into his feet or close to, you know what I mean? And yeah, they were feeding off it at the time, but. Yeah, I don't know why we just don't do that sometimes. Like, again, like you said, maybe like he's won 4 in a row. So he's like, I'm just going to stick to my gun. And you know how these genius managers are. Sometimes they're just cocky the way they are. But look, it's not like he hasn't switched it up before, because like that season we won the treble, he did switch it up midway through the season. Because I remember that season, I remember as well, people saying City aren't the same, blah, blah. It's Arsenal's to win, all this stuff. And then it was that season as well. We got the Chargers as well, all that stuff. So everyone was like, yeah, City are finished. And then boom, plays 4 center backs. And we, no one could get counterattack on us. And it was, so he can switch it up. It is in him to do it. But yeah, no, look, like Nick said as well, we just need to be a bit more direct. We definitely weren't in the Bournemouth game. And in the Sporting game, like I said before, look, in the first half, we were actually like, we're all over him. Like you said, your wish was nearly in fruition. You know what I mean? Like you said, Pep was gonna dust Almiron at the start. Like it was, they just got a lucky goal on towards the end of the first half, and even then when they got that goal, I was like, oh, that's just a lucky goal. I'm not, that fast. And like I said to you, like I'm not lying to you. Went to chuck a piss, come back, and it's already 3-1 up. And yeah, we just kind of lost the plot. Players kind of lost their head, especially the defense. Like Guardiola had a really bad time. Like I said, Rico Lewis was getting bullied. Like I said, that poor Samson Pusey made up player. He at times that like I felt so bad for him. At times you got to put in one-on-one situations with that Victor strike that guy that scored 3 goals. I can't pronounce his last name, but
just call him Victor G.
Yeah, Victor. Yeah, Vicky G. Yeah, big VG. Yeah, no, bro. Times there was one-on-ones with him, and I felt so bad. And you know what? To be fair, he held his own. You know what I mean? So, like I said, he actually wasn't the weakest link, considering who we had on the field. Like it was a Kanji, Ake, and Guardiola, the other 3 defenders. So look, at the end of the day, these things happen. Like it was more. Honestly, if this whole Amron not going to United didn't happen, I would probably. You know what? You probably wouldn't even be talking about it, right? You'd be like, "Oh, City just lost that random game."
Everyone, it was all eyes on that game yesterday on Wednesday.
It was lined up perfectly for you, or for United fans anyway. It was lined up perfectly. Like it was his last game as well for them. You know what I mean?
Fucking some stuff like that. It's just weird how that all that happened.
But it's like,
and
I know football ain't scripted, but like that's when I'm like, that's scripted.
It's like a full direct rivalry between yous. Then it's also me watching it going like, oh, I don't know who to go for. Like, I want Sporting to win the team. I don't want that guy to win and get like, now everyone's
his head big. Yeah.
Yappy. Oh, he's coming to rattle Pep. He's
look.
He's gonna have to do a lot of things to
look.
Get him in.
Well, look. All I can say is like he's going to need, well, I'm talking about Amaron over here. He's definitely not going to do it with United in the first game. He's definitely going to need time or whatever. But no, look, at the end of the day, he definitely had Pep's number in that game.
We got 2.
Yeah, we just look confused. We look like we didn't know what we were doing. Pep, also as well, those type of games where you're just like, this is going to be a rough day. Haaland misses a penalty as well. So it's like, yeah, it was just things weren't going our way. It wasn't actually hasn't been our week, actually, I should say. So hopefully we bounce back. Usually we bounce back from these situations. But a tough bounce back this week. Like I said, we're going Brighton away. So yeah, look, we'll just get straight into it. Predictions. Brighton, it's going to be a tough one away. Like you were just talking about them before. They're not a pushover team at the slightest. They haven't been for many years, to be fair.
No, but
like,
this
give them
year,
respect.
what I've noticed with them, this is the
Mhm.
difference between the Brighton I've seen this year and the Brighton I've seen in other years.
Sorry to cut
They
you off
still
before.
played
Are you the only one that's played them, or has United played them as well?
No,
Yeah,
they
they beat
beat
us.
United.
They beat us right at the end.
Yeah, Danny Welbeck.
Joe, right at
When was that?
Joe Pedro.
Oh,
Oh,
that
was
header. That was the
Yeah.
header. Yeah, that's
everyone,
Danny
right. That's
Welbeck
right.
everyone
scored,
fucking
mate.
ball watching.
Danny
Yeah,
Welbeck
yeah,
scored
okay.
the first goal, didn't he?
Yeah, and Welbeck scored the first one.
Was that away?
Yeah.
So was that away?
No, who was that United, wasn't it?
No, I think it was away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you verse them away, or was that
'Cause I
at
think we
home?
only lost to Hughes and Tottenham at
We
home so far.
versed them at their home ground in the cup,
Twice.
and then 2
Yeah.
days later
And then beat them
versed them
twice.
at home.
At home. Okay. Yeah. No. Well, look,
Yeah.
they're definitely a tough team. But yeah, sorry. What were you saying?
So the difference I've seen between them is they still play great football, but they got a bit of nastiness about them this year, a bit of dirty. Like it's like their managers go and get stuck in on tackles if your head waste
Yeah.
time. Like they've got like a little bit of dark arts about them, and Brighton were never like that. They were just like a clean. They played beautiful, like great football, and I honestly think it's going to make them a lot more formidable. Like I reckon, yeah.
Yeah. Well, look. Where are they? They're fifth at the moment. Fifth or sixth. I could be wrong.
Sixth.
Sixth.
or
There you go.
seventh.
Yeah,
They're definitely up amongst it. They're definitely not a pushover team.
It's
Where
funny, they
I
just
feel
keep
like
changing managers but still get better.
no, it's crazy. They change everything and they keep getting better. It's weird. Like like you said, the managers, the players, like, yeah, no, look, I'll give them props. Their recruitment and all that is amazing. But bro, if they're gonna be a serious team, they gotta stop selling these players, getting rid of these good managers. Like, you know what I mean? Like they gotta, if they want to be serious,
hard, Mark.
they gotta
It's
keep.
hard, yeah. I think it's
Yeah,
hard
but I
to
know what I
do
mean.
that.
But like at the end of the day, you gotta think to yourself, like, when are we gonna stop being a feeder club and start being like a
I think they need to really go hard for a cup. Like even if it's just the FA Cup or something, but they need to start winning some silverware to the point of where players maybe go, oh, if we get one or two signings, we've won this trophy already. Maybe we can win another. Maybe we can win a bigger trophy. You know,
Yeah,
that's all.
100%.
We get top four.
Yeah,
that's
maybe we
it.
can go Champions League or something.
Because they definitely have the facilities. They have the facilities, man.
Oh, they've got great like running of the club is absolutely like sensational.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, so they
Shots,
definitely got that
scores.
there.
Mm.
I'm just gonna say City. Oh, I can't even say 1-0 because we don't keep clean sheets. 2-1 City.
I'm going to a draw.
Fuck. I'd
I
be
feel
even
like
happy
you're
to
gonna
take a point. To take a point
I
out
feel
of
like-
there, even honestly.
I feel like here comes
Oh.
City. You're gonna slap them 3-1.
I wish. No,
You are.
like I said, we've got, like I said, we've still got a fair, like, I know this sounds excuse, but we got a still bit, a fair bit in. Not the main injuries like Rodri and De Bruyne, but a lot of players are out. Like Doku's out, Grealish is out. Like I said, our whole back line is
Savinho?
mainly out, you know. Huh? Savinho's no,
Savinho?
Savinho's back, thank God.
Mm.
Yeah, that was just a sprained ankle, so it wasn't too bad. But yeah, no, we have a lot of players that are like not fully injured, but like, you know what I mean, like that, you know, those niggle injuries, they get like a 1 week off. It's really actually frustrating. It's not like they like, because what happens is they come back, they play, and then they get injured again, and then off for like a week or two, and then like, yeah, we've got a bit of depth. Well, thank God we got a bit of depth in the back, but it's just, yeah, you know, at the end of the day, like once the main players start coming back, then we can actually start chatting about Man City and see how they go. But like Sol said at the start of all this, we've only lost one Premier League game, so it's not like curtains closed. You know what I mean?
No one's
Like,
used to watching. No one's used to seeing City lose how many games in a row?
3.
well, the last time that happened was 2018. So yeah, you're right. It's been a while. But yeah, no, look, we'll see what happens. But yeah, no, look, fucking 2-1. I'll be happy. Even a draw, I'll take it. But we'll see what happens.
We're just gonna go down the list.
Yeah, but
Yeah, just keep going down.
Brentford, Bournemouth.
Fuck.
Brentford, Bournemouth.
2-2.
2-1 Brentford.
I'm going to go 2-1 Bournemouth. Crystal Palace versus Fulham. Fulham 2-0.
Fulham 2-0. Fulham not looking bad as well.
I just like
Good.
Crystal Palace.
Yeah, 2-1 Fulham.
Fulham 1-0.
West Ham versus Everton. West Ham. Not
It
doing
looks like
too
they're
well.
going to fire. Yeah, it looks like they're going to fire them. It looks
Except
like
for
they're
against
going to be
us,
the next
but
manager. Like,
they've been playing pretty shit, eh? I actually thought they were going to be playing pretty well this season, but they've been very disappointing.
I'm going 1-0.
Lopetegui at the wheel is not doing too good.
Would you say, Joey?
Yeah, that game.
1-0.
Yeah, that game smells of a draw.
Ball draw. This is a
Yeah,
long ball draw.
a long ball draw. Fuck, I'm gonna do a 0-0. Fuck it.
I'll go 2-1 West Ham.
Boring 0-0 game.
Wolves versus Southampton.
Wolves.
Another pretty dead game.
2-0 Wolves. You know, I'm gonna copy Nick on that one. I'm gonna copy Nick's one. 2-0 Wolves.
What?
Yeah, I'll go 1-1.
1-1. Big
1-1.
What do you got?
call there. No, I said 2-0 first.
Oh, okay.
What, Wolves as well?
Yeah.
Joey.
2-0.
Oh.
Yeah.
And you got 2-1 West Ham.
Next one is you, Joey. So might as well talk about it a bit. Liverpool, big game against Aston Villa this weekend.
Yeah, big
at
game
home
against
again.
Villa at Anfield.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think we'll get the win. With the way we're playing. Yeah, obviously not scared of anyone. Aston Villa are a good team, definitely a good team. Can hurt anyone on their day. If they show up and play a really, really good game, they can get something from the game, definitely. At the same time, if we play our game the way we've been playing, I do think we'll win.
Yeah. They actually lost this week.
They did. They lost in Europe. But still, you know.
To Club Brugge or something?
Yeah. One of them games. Salah's been playing so good. Diaz has been playing so good. Nice.
Yeah, look, I would if it was at Villa's home, I probably would have maybe gone for a Villa upset, but I'm not gonna lie, he's looked really good at home. Fuck, yeah, I'm gonna go 2-0 for Liverpool in that game. I just can't see them dropping points at the moment, even against the Villa. But if Villa, even saying that, but if Villa come to, like you said, if Villa come to play, then it's definitely going to be a long, long night. You know what I mean? So like,
definitely,
they're definitely not
last season we beat them 3-1 at Anfield, not the 70th minute. They brought John Duran on, and he scores 2 goals, and they literally almost won the game. Like,
that's what I think.
Game, they should have scored.
We still need your Fulham prediction, Nick. Fulham versus Crystal Palace.
Yeah. No, I was gonna say, yeah.
What are you going, Jacob? Jacob?
I was actually going to do what Nick was but 2-2. I'll go 2-2. What did you say? Sorry, I was trying to fix something.
2-1.
And I had 2-0. And he's got 2-1 for the Fulham game.
Yeah, sweet. All right. So, yes, my game's next. United versus Leicester. We're at home as well. We did versus Leicester in the Cup 2 weeks ago.
Ruby's first game?
No, because it's international break after this. So he's coming in after.
So it's
That's
the
Rude's last game
going on. The Rude awakening.
It'll be Rude's last game in charge until because international break. So Ruben will be coming in either on the weekend after or I don't know, really. But we did beat them in the cup or last week. I think it was 5-2.
I can't see you losing to them.
Yeah.
Like you said, you already beat them. I know that was their B team.
But it was
like
their
you
B
told me,
team, but yeah.
Yeah, but
I'm not
even their B team's not going to be as good as bad as, you know what I mean? Like there's not really much of a difference between the A and B teams.
I can
you
see
get what I'm trying
Vardy
to say?
getting a goal, but other than that,
Yeah,
I'm probably going to go 3-1.
fuck.
Hoping we get some goals for Rude's last game and a good introduction to Ruben Amorim. Hopefully he's watching.
I wanted to go 3-1, but fuck you, so I'll go 3-2, I guess.
It's probably going to end that.
Yeah, 2
Huh?
United.
It's Nottingham Forest, big game. Nottingham Forest versus
Is it
Newcastle.
That is actually a big
Pretty
game.
tough, eh?
Yeah, fair
Both
play to
teams.
Nottingham, man. They're showing up hard.
Yeah, Newcastle beat Aston Villa last week. I mean, Arsenal. So, yeah, it could be a very good game.
Yeah, no, Newcastle looking really well as well.
My man, Chris Wood.
Chris Wood. Bro, he's actually on fire. What was it? 7, like you
What's going
said,
to come
7
back
goals?
and
7
score?
goals
Actually,
in 10 games.
Chris Wood's going to score 2 goals against Newcastle. It's going to be, this is why you didn't get rid of me. And then 2-0 Nottingham Forest.
I'm going to say...
Chris Wood.
You know, that game has a draw over it as well. I'm going to say 1-1.
I'm going to say 2-2.
Yeah, Nick's got that as well. 2-2. Chris Wood masterclass incoming, possibly.
Yeah. Going to take care of his... He took care of Leicester, his old club. Now he's going to take care of Newcastle.
We'll see. Well, no, both teams are playing really well.
Forest will be bouncing too if it's at home. Is that at home?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is.
Because they're doing really well. Their crowd's going to show up fully.
Tottenham versus Ipswich.
I'll
Spurs
go
will 3-0 Tottenham, eh?
Yeah, Spurs will bounce back. They just lost this week as well this morning actually.
Galatasaray.
Yeah, big Galatasaray.
Not Mourinho.
Yeah, that's Fenerbahce.
That's Fenerbahce, a different Turkish club.
That was us.
No, you're going to score 5 again. Then
that's Osman,
assistant to Rude.
Yeah, Osman's at Galatasaray. He scored 2 goals.
Yeah.
What do you reckon, Sol? If you score 5 again, you reckon Rude will take the job over Amaron? And Amaron will be assistant?
Signed him. Can't be doing another Ollie.
Yeah. Who else? There was another Man United manager that had like a perfect record before he left. He was interim. Who was it? There we go. Thank you. Yeah. 2-0 Spurs. Yeah, I reckon 3-0 Spurs.
What'd you say, Joey? I didn't hear you. Sorry.
Oh, I'll say 3-1 then 3-1 if you said 3-0.
And last game, big game of the week. Chelsea versus Arsenal. Chelsea at home.
What? I wish we did have an Arsenal friend, because then it would be Man City and Arsenal in the mud. In the title screen. But because we don't have any Arsenal fans, it's pretty bullshit. Can't give them any shit. They're doing just as bad as us, but no one's really talking about them because we're the ones doing more shit. You know what I mean? It's funny that Arsenal fans want to tell you that no one cares about Man City, but like, you know, no one's really talking about Arsenal. But you know what I mean?
See their weak ass penalty, and then they're trying to whinge about.
What happened? Sorry,
their weak ass penalty against Inter.
Just every week, man, and then like a completely different incident happens, and Arteta's going, if he gives that penalty, then he has to give this one. It's just completely separate, completely different incident.
They always got that, eh?
Like
honestly, in my opinion, I don't know. Like I'm not a player now, but when I used to play and stuff, the last thing I want to see my manager doing, and I've had different type of managers or whatever. Like I've had managers like Arteta, and then managers that don't talk shit, whatever, like Ancelotti, whatever. But the managers that used to talk shit, like would go off at the ref and stuff. I can tell you most of the times we never used to win the league, you know what I mean? Or we wouldn't do well, you know what I mean? Like, but the managers that wouldn't talk shit or just actually just talk to their players or whatever, like focus on us, we used to usually always do pretty well. Like we'd always get far, whatever, blah, blah, you know? So again, I know different levels of playing, whatever, but I just feel like, I know as your like, I know seeing that as a player, seeing your manager going in, week out, making excuses for your team, and then your fans are doing it as well. You know what I mean? I don't know. As a player, I just see that and I'm just like, I don't get do you get what I'm trying to say? I don't get motivation from that. You know what I mean? Yeah. I don't know, but it's just they seem to love it. They.
Oh, Arsenal fans, they're in full 100% belief as well.
They believe a believer. Like, you know, there's not even not all of them. Like, not the whole. You know, can't paint the whole brush. There is obviously, but
95%.
It's majority. But there is a majority of them that also
95%.
Like, you know, like when shit was going down with United, at least like, you know, there was 50-50. Like, you know, there was people saying, nah, look, you know, Ten Hag's doing shit. Not Ten Hag's doing okay. You know what I mean? It wasn't like because one person said this, we all got to listen to him. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I don't know. It's just, and it's not like he's doing super bad as well. Like, you know what I mean? It's just, I don't know. Yeah, they do too much. Just cop the L. You know what I mean? Like, and it's not a bad team. Inter are a good team. They're a really good team. You know what I mean? Best team in Italy, in my opinion. You know what I mean? At the moment, oh, them in Napoli. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I don't know. Go it. Like I said, you know, it's funny because if we didn't do this shit we did in the past couple of weeks, everyone be on their fucking throats right now. But it seems like no one's really talking about it, and it's actually frustrating. But I don't know. Hopefully, this week. I don't know. I feel like if they lose to Chelsea this week, yeah, uncomfortable questions.
Yeah.
Arteta out.
Arteta out, you reckon? Exceeded my expectation.
One cup in 5 years, and it's not even his team.
Maresca, yeah, definitely for sure has exceeded my expectation for sure.
I'm going for a Chelsea win, eh? I don't know why.
You reckon Chelsea gonna win?
Yeah, you know what?
Yeah,
I do as well. 2-1 Chelsea.
I was gonna go 1-0.
Fuck it. I was actually gonna go draw. If Arteta's out, then I'm available. I mean, hey, he's won 2 cups, better than Arteta has. So
I win everywhere I go. I win trophies.
Yeah.
Even a project.
I mean, he is second best to Pep, so you know what I mean. So
the last 2 years.
Yeah, the last 2 years, second best to Pep, apparently. So,
oh, fuck.
That'd be good.
He might actually win something. Maybe you should go to Tottenham.
Oh, God. Now, lads, it's been a good episode as always.
Where are you going, Banks? What'd you say?
Oh, I said 2-0, 2-1 Chelsea. I was going to go 2-2, but you peer pressured me. All of yous, Nick, Joey, you all peer pressured. Yeah, you all peer pressured me to change my. Like I said, it's uncomfortable questions if they, you know, drop. Look, if they draw, it's not the end of the world. But if they lose,
bro, if they draw and we win, we're 9 points ahead after 10 games, bro.
Yeah,
that's on track to be 38. Well, 37 points, 36 points behind at the end of the season if it goes.
Yeah, true.
Then they're gonna come. Have to verse AMORIM Ball.
You're not even.
AMORIM Ball. He's already got a name for it. AMORIM Ball.
That's the new thing now. Everyone just puts their last name with Ball at the end.
Ruben the Lubin.
Or Pep Ball.
Ruben no Lubin. Ruben no Lubin for Pep. That was for sure.
Yeah, we got Arsenal in like 2-3 weeks, so.
He'll definitely be there then. He'll definitely be there for that
game. Be there.
I also will be there.
I will be there. Yeah, we will all be there. For sure. We will all be there for sure. Maybe even do a watch along. Who knows? I know. Look, lads, it's been a good episode. Yeah, look, we'll talk. We'll see what happens. We'll get our schedules aligned. Maybe we can sort something out.
Also,
we got EA to play. We got some EA to play.
Are we gonna go to this derby, boys?
What, the Sydney FC?
Might have to do a live stream while we're there.
Bro, honestly, that'll be. I reckon it'll be sick. Are you gonna go to the away end, or are you gonna like come chill in the cove with me.
I'm gonna come into the
I have my
cove
Sydney shirt. I mean,
with a fucking Wanderers
Nah.
jersey on that.
I'll have my Phoenix jersey on. I'll come with the Phoenix.
If you do that, I'm not hanging out with you. So I hope you know that. You might be okay, Sol, because everyone's like Willington. What the fuck? But you're getting dropped for sure, Joey, if you come in with a Wanderers jersey. But no, look, that might be some good content.
Oh, someone talking about jerseys?
Why? What do you mean by jerseys?
Oh.
Yeah, it's fine.
Oh, actually,
we got
yeah,
a
you're
bet
right.
We're arguing in
We
the
got a
chat.
bet going.
Yeah, thank you for
We
mentioning
got a
that.
bet
Thank you,
going.
thank you. We had this little chat off air, but we're gonna do it online just to cement the bet, to reassure it, so you know we aren't talking shit. Someone, reckons their team's gonna win the league this season because we don't have Rodri. Because we don't have Rodri, we're not gonna win the league. I told him to put his money where his mouth is. He, fair play. He did put his money where his mouth is, and he accepted the invitation. So me and Joey are making a jersey bet. If he's unfamiliar with a jersey bet, the winner gets a jersey of his choosing. Obviously it will be the team that we want or we support, obviously.
If you do win, and you get you want De Bruyne, it's going to be the balls or something.
No. I'm not getting anything. For that reason, I don't get any names or anything like that.
Thanks.
I'll just put a name on it.
Yeah, of course. You'll have to get something. Look, he's already admitting defeat already, lads. See, but now look, if I win City jersey, if Liverpool wins, he gets the Liverpool jersey of his choice, whatever. It's going to be interesting. Yeah, I've done a few of these jersey bets. This is how I actually always get them. It happens during the mid, happens midway through the season when City do shit, and then someone will approach me and then say that we're doing shit, and then I'll tell them, let's make a jersey bet, and then I'll win that jersey.
When we made the jersey bet, and I was like, it's City, and this always happens, and people always get cocky. But you know what? You know what?
I got you. I got my cousin. I got my other cousin. Don't worry.
We got big Arnie slot buzz.
Hey, look. You know what?
Arnie, bro.
Look, he hasn't done anything wrong so far. So let's see how we go. Like you said, the big game's coming up in a few weeks. Another big game, as we all know. So we'll definitely get into that for sure. But we'll see what happens.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah. But anyway, lads, come check us out. We're about to go on EA clubs. So if you're into that, come check us out. We do that every weekend, I should say. So yeah, come check us out. I've been your host, Does the Most, joined by my two co-hosts, Joey 6-Time, Red Devil Soul. Make sure you come check us out. Follow us on Instagram as well. And yeah, like and subscribe because you know how YouTube works. Helps us go a long way. And yeah, peace in the Middle East. Laters. Donald Trump.